How are you doing? This is Pastor Charles Jefferson of Goodness and Mercy Ministry Church. I'm so happy, thrilled, and excited for you being with us on our television ministry and our video time. This is part 4 of our series, and for those of you who've been following us on Facebook, you know where we're headed. Those of you that are just seeing this on newsfeed, you probably don't know what we're doing. But what we're doing, we're in the midst of a title called In Kind, No Cash, Donations, Volunteerism. Let me repeat that again. In Kind, No Cash, Donation, Volunteerism. Okay? This is part 4. And I thank y'all for sticking with all of the parts. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Now, I just want to say one thing, that in-kind giving, if you switch it around, it just means you're giving in kindness. You're giving in kindness. Your giving is in kindness. Now, let me be honest with you so you can understand what it means a little further for those of you that have a favorite charity or your church you go to. It just means that when you don't have no money to give to your charity, your foundations you support, your community chest, supporting other foundations, or whatever you are with your free will decide to give to, it just means that you give a no cash donation, and that's self-explanatory. But the real basic thing of in-kind giving is when you take your skill, your talent, and sometimes something materialized, like your van or your car or your TV, something with good property value, something with good appreciation instead of depreciation. When you give it to the charity of your choice, and you have every right to charge them for it, but you don't. You do it for free. And ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say that you shouldn't do it for money, but in the IRS code, there is a tax break for that. So tax deduction, for that. It's got to be fair market value, though. Fair market value. But that you got to talk to your IRS people about. But anyways, when I got to be honest with you, when I first started looking at in-kind giving, it hit me like a bolt, like a lightning bolt. I said, that's what I want in our church, Goodness and Mercy. So we at Goodness and Mercy have that policy. In-kind giving, no cash donations for those who don't have money. Now, why am I showing these 2 flowers? They're going to stand as our first example of in-kind donation. So look at them real good. These 2 flowers, oh, I tell you, I'm excited about that. Yes, wonderful. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, in-kind giving could be many things. Could be your skills, could be your habits, but you're enriching somebody's life by giving them. Now, I want to go with these flowers first to show you what I mean, okay? Now, these flowers are beautiful, and so many people still love gardening, love flowers. Not just the elderly, but some young people love flowers, maybe some middle-aged people. So listen, some of you's out there listening to this video, you have gardener skills. You're a gardener. You know about the art of planting a garden. You know about the perfect way for gardening. You are a gardener. You are a gardener. You are one. Praise God. You have that skill. You're out there. You love the Lord. Or you don't. Or you're not in the church or in salvation. But you're a gardener. You're a person who works and takes care of gardens. And you have such expertise. Wow. And listen, I'm on a mission, okay? I'm on a mission. My mission is 2 things, twofold, and I want to share them with you if I could. One of them is that people that join our church, ministers and non-ministers, we want to mentor them to do charity, social entrepreneurship, social enterprise, philanthropy, and humanitarian acts. See? Now remember, here's how we do it at our church. Here's how I do as a pastor, okay? I'm going to run through them with you, okay? I'm going to be teaching the people that they ask God, they pray to Jesus and ask Jesus, what do you want me to give? Okay, I'm going to be teaching them that after they do that, then they listen to God. What does Jesus say back? Now, for those who ask Jesus and don't have money, and they're going through a hard time with finances, they're unemployed or whatever, or just tough times, they're going to be offered to do in-kind giving. So that way they take part in doing something. And so that is when you don't have money, as I told you before. So then after all that, we're going to say to them in this exercise that point your idea, your thinking, your hobby, mentality to the Lord and say, Lord, this is for evangelistic work, mission work, philanthropy work, charity work, missions. Then after they say that, now I know it's a tedious exercise, but we're going to do it just like that, okay? See, because I'm not going to rush the exhortation I'm giving. Like how most people do. I'm not saying they're wrong, because every pastor has to do what the Lord tells them to do. So I'm not saying that they're wrong, okay? I'm not saying that they're wrong, okay? Every pastor has to do what God tells them to do. I'm just telling you the way it's done. It will be done at Goodness and Mercy Church. That's all I'm saying, okay? So it's going to be a little tedious, and for some of you that don't like explanations to be long, you will be disappointed because I'm not going to rush it, all right? I'm not rushing anything at Goodness and Mercy Ministry, okay? So when it comes to a giving, it's too precious to rush, okay? So you're looking for somebody to rush the teaching on giving, then we're not the church for you. You have to go to another church. But so after we encourage them to do that exercise where they go through, this is for evangelism, this is for mission, this is for charity, this is for humanitarian purposes, so on and so forth. Then we're going to suggest to them that they say, after all that, they'll say, Lord, I need money, I need a car, whatever their needs are. See, we went through the upper chambers of charity first, then we got them to where they can call for what they need. So the key thing is that getting them to volunteer. So it's volunteerism and then me. Volunteerism and then Lord bless me. That's how it should go. And so some of you out there are gardeners, like I'm showing these roses. Come on. If you would, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to teach the people that come here that, but use that belong to another church and you're listening to this video. You're in another state. Maybe you're in Virginia. Listen, I want you to think about doing some charity for somebody while you're waiting on the Lord. Some of you are gardeners. Some of you are expert at planting gardens. You don't know what elderly person is longing for that. You can help them. Don't wait on the Lord and don't do nothing. Wait on the Lord and serve people. What about it? Join the movement. I ain't telling you to leave your church. Stay right at your church. I'm saying while you're at your church, stay there. Yeah, that's your pastor. You love your church. Please stay there. I'm talking about you can still join the movement. I'm not asking you to be under me. I'm talking about you can join the movement and do charity and please God. I ain't telling you to join me. Okay? But think about it. Do things for people while you're waiting on the Lord. Some of you know about planting gardens. Stop by somebody's house and share with them your knowledge. God will bless you. You ain't giving no money. You're giving knowledge. So join the movement. Do something for somebody while you're waiting on the Lord to bless you. Don't just wait on the Lord to bless you. Do something. Some of you can take your garden expertise and give somebody knowledge. See you at part 5.